Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to another day of the Agile Scrum. And before we get started, I have a quick question to all of you as a reminder that do you know why you are here? Is it for training or anything else? Who can answer that?
Getting placed.
That's a very bullseye answer. That's to get placed. And before you get placed, remember that a lot of things to get followed. And for that, really rigorous discipline is required. And that's the reason we have come up with some guidelines, and those guidelines are also known as Code of Honor, and that is a kind of a reminder for all of us. And I'm going to run it through for all of us. And remember this to follow at T. The number one is that show up live. Why you need to show up live? Because you need to practice various ceremony in the agile world, and this is the one of practice that when you show up live, remember to be on time, remain punctual and highly committed, because every agile ceremony those are the meetings that demands it from and especially any scrum master should be on top of it. That's number one. And another thing is that there is a universal law associated with this, says that how you do anything is how you do everything. So the more you will practice over here, considering this training itself as a project, you are going to replicate it once you get placed. That's number one. Number two is that you have joined here in the instructor lead free training and you become a student, but you are expected to not to just remain a student, but be a full stack student. What do I mean by this? I mean by this is that full stack student is the one who does all the assignment, does self-research and repeat whatever they learn. So you need to follow this and you be the full stack student. And while you do so, you will continue to attract the success and you need to take the full responsibility of that. And if not, it will become the failure and you need to take the full responsibility of own failure if you are failing. Why? Because once you do that, you will be able to fix that your own self, and then you realize that the failure is always the trail for the success. That's the reason you need to take the full responsibility of that. And one hidden is that accomplish what you start. With the third code of honor. And the fourth one is that to do so, it requires a really packaged mindset, which comes with the continued learning mindset. And to do so, you must be the positive, always positive mindset. And the more positive mindset you will have, you will find, because you are fixing everything, you are going complaint free. More complaint free you are going, you will find that you are getting loaded with the gratitude and you have the complete package mindset along with you. And to do so, it requires a high level of receptivity for this. And to get into that high level of receptivity, I have suggested to most of you one audio from my end, that is the 30 days challenge. In case you don't have that, after the session, you can ping me and ask for the 30 days challenge audio, and that will get you going for next 30 days to attract all the supportive or the support from your environment, because your environment is always more powerful than your willpower. So you need to adjust your willpower, your environment accordingly, so that it remains supportive for you. And that's the reason 30 days challenge always support you to do so. And the second is to get into deep learning of anything, always start those learning with the golden quadrant of learning. And golden quadrant of learning is coming with 4 steps. It comes with 4 steps. The first step is declaration with anchor, and then get into the learning, and then draw it, and then summarize. Why we need to declare with anchor? So remember, when ship is at harbor, it requires an anchor, okay, so that it can stand tall. If anchor is not there, it may wander anywhere in the ocean or the sea or river. So your focus is just like that ship, which is in the ocean of thought. If not given any anchor, can wander here and there and anywhere in every single moment. So it is quite necessary that in the ocean of thought, you give an anchor to your focus. And here we give the anchor to our focus through our body movement. And here the body movement will be a self clap, that is the self high five, that is the clap itself, your personal clap, and this is very strong. And with that, you declare something. So today we are going to give anchor to our focus by uttering the selected statement on the screen. Hope you can see that in blue. And can you all see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what we are going to do that at the count of 3, we are going to anchor with the clap and then repeat after me what is selected in the blue. So ready everyone for the clap?
Yes.
At the
Yes.
count of 3, you are going to clap and repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, and clap, and then say, I am a quick learner.
I'm a quick
I
learner.
am a
I'm a
quick
quick
learner.
learner.
What others can learn and master,
What
What
others
others
can
Can
learn and
learn
master,
and
and
master.
master,
I too can do that.
I too can
I
do
too
that.
can do that. I too can do that.
One more time. At the count of 3, you are going to anchor with the clap. 1, 2, 3, and clap. Because I am an awesome learner,
Because I'm
Because
Because
I'm
I'm
an
an
awesome
awesome
learner,
learner.
today's learning is going to be super duper easy to me.
today's
Today's
learning
learning
is
Going to be
super
super
easy.
duper
Super
easy.
duper easy to me.
And you know why this segment is very, very important? Because every single minute, after every few minutes, you continue to lose your focus. And the more focus one person loses, there are chances that mind will feel the disconnect, and thereby it won't find things too easy to understand. And that's the reason it is very, very important that you declare with the anchor. If not done, you will find things will not get processed through your mind easily if you have not anchored it well. Okay, so remember why this anchor is very, very important. I laid out the importance of anchor today. So, and the sixth one is that while you are learning, remember to be a giver. So what you need to give away on this path of the learning, you need to give your ego away, so that you will remain highly and spiritually grounded on the path of growth. What do I mean by this? I mean by this is that more spiritually grounded means your happiness degree will be heightened, will be raised and increased, and thereby you will find that your learning horizon is increased. And while that will happen, and you are on the path of learning, and learning is supporting your earning, then you need to have an intent of charity. Why? You need to have the intent of charity. At least 5 or 10% you must donate to the causes you believe in. It could be temple, mosque, or anywhere you believe in, anywhere in churches or wherever you want to. You continue to donate your 5% or 10% of your earning, because the courses and everything is designed for you to start earning. And in case you are already earning, start doing donation of 5 to 10% of your earning. Why? Because once you give, you grow, and once you receive, you may survive. And I'm sure here you are not just only for survival, but for the growth. You do this, experience it, and confirm that you are experiencing when it comes to the part of your personal economical growth. And just don't give away for personal gain, but also to inspire others. While you are doing so, appreciate what you are doing or what others are doing. And even what does not happen to you as per you, continue to appreciate that, because what you appreciate appreciates you back. That's the another universal law. Having said so, let me quickly tell you that how we are going to meet every single Sunday on 9:30 p.m. for the technical session. Monday, there will be assignment. Assignment means what? There are two types of assignment. One is said assignment, another is unsaid assignment. Said assignments are like we will be asking you to create something or come back with something on the next day, and you need to come back. And the third one is second assignment is that some are unsaid assignment. Unsaid assignment are those that after every single session, you are supposed to summarize it within 90 seconds or less than that video, for whatever learning you have gone through, and you need to share that back in WhatsApp group so that we understand that what you have underwent, you are really trying to implement or trying to understand. And there are various checkpoints based on your video you are submitting, and we continue to give you feedback based on that how you can be better for your interview. So these things are preparing, these things would be preparing you for the interviews. And on Tuesday, again, you need to, if you have not yet started going for the RRP session, please start going for the RRP session, that is reference ready resume preparation, every Tuesday, Thursday, or Sunday, based on special demand. And its link are sent by your HR into your group. Don't miss them. And also on every Tuesday technical session, the link are shared by us from your trainers. And don't miss it on 9:30 p.m. EST. Wednesday, again, this is going to be assignment. Thursday is going to be RRP session. Every RRP session you need to attend, even though it may sound repetitive to you. Why you need to attend, even though it is repetitive? Because ultimately it's about your presence. More present you are, your presence is creating the credibility of yours that you really need it, and more credibility gives more marketability for you with your HR. So you remember to show up in every RRP session. And on Friday, you can go back and do all your own research, repeat whatever you have learned, complete any remaining assignment, or come back with question and answer if any. Saturday, you can relax. Are you all clear with this?
Yes.
Any question around it, everyone? Newcomers or existing?
Sir, I just, with excuse, sir, I just joined it. Can you repeat it, sir, in
Okay, so for that, I would advise you to please, up to this segment, initial 16 minutes, you please watch in the recording. Will that be okay?
No, it would be okay, sir.
Yeah.
Recording will be
Thank you.
available, sir.
Yes, it will be shared with you
Then,
today.
sir,
Thank you
it's okay.
so much.
No, right.
Okay,
All right, sir.
so Muhammad Asif, you joined it today. Is your day one?
Yes, sir. It's my first day.
Okay, awesome. So Muhammad Asif, before we get started, welcome to Be Agile Scrum track. We are just transitioning from end of the BA track to the Scrum track, and still every single day is laid out in a way that any new member can understand it. Okay, so welcome to this Be Agile Scrum track. Quickly, can you please introduce yourself? Who are you, from where you are connecting, and what are your working experience and what you are expecting out of it? 4 things.
Sir,
Name. Yeah,
I am
go
an
ahead.
international student doing my MBA, running in last semester, and I don't have any work experience before in this field, and I just got this information from the Facebook, and I contacted at the Guru School, and then I got enrolled in this, and
Okay.
I expecting to learn a good learning environment, and hopefully I will get into.
Okay, so did you go through any introductory video of
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got 2 sessions,
okay,
and
you
course
got,
outline and curriculum, the things which we are gonna cover over here, and I
all right.
got.
All right. So every new member and existing member, if you have not filled the form, and this is for you also, Asif, Nikita, and who else was the new person?
Tushar.
Tushar, and who else? One more was the person.
Desdemona, but
Okay,
I don't, yeah, she's there.
she had joined, but I don't see her. Okay.
Hello.
She's there, yeah.
Okay, she's there. So I have just now put for all of you one form that you need to fill up. So it is still there in WhatsApp group. Please go ahead and fill that up with your own pace. Filling this is very, very mandatory from your end. So please do so. And in case anyone have not filled in, please do that. So, and coming back to this RBFR, do you know that you need to rename yourself? Because tomorrow, if you are joining any Agile Scrum ceremony, the host can rename. But if you are not following that you need to rename yourself, that will not give a good impression. So Can you be proactive and rename yourself, please? RBFR, this is for you. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, RBFR. I truly appreciate that. So let's go ahead, get started. And Prerna, I believe that, just a second, I believe that we have done with requirement management plan last time, right?
Can you just go to the earlier slide, please, Gaurav?
Yeah, it was project vision document and then requirement management plan.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it was done. So let's move
Yes.
towards the use cases. So everyone, even new member, you know why this is easy for you, because we are entering into business analysis, and business analysis means analysis of the business. Okay, when you come to know about what is business analysis and why it is done, you know, it is quite important as you playing the part of business analyst. Once you get placed, why it is very interesting, exciting, because you start working with product owner and customer. Okay, and a product owner is a person who is a connection between, you know, vendors and customer. Okay, and because customer comes with requirement, customer comes with what, everyone?
Requirement.
Requirement. And that requirement should not be just heard, but it requires to be documented as well. Do you all agree with this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So once you are recording the requirement, you know, it has to be laid out into the various documents. However, every requirement can have multiple functionality. Do you all agree with that? That every requirement can have multiple functionality? Like
Yes.
your website may show some data. The website may have the capability to, you know, add some new data. Your website will have the capability to edit some data which will be useful for customer, and it might have the ability to delete some data. Do you all agree with that? Let's understand for e-commerce website, say for example. So can you add something into the cart? Can you remove something from the cart? And can you modify into the cart? Have you ever experienced, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone who has not? Okay, so I guess answer is no. So if you have experienced that, but do you know that something you cannot modify or delete is something which is out of stock? Okay, it will show that it is out of stock. And something which is not available at all, even in the stock or out of stock, it will not even appear in the search. Do you all agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. But do you understand that I have just talked about 4 or 5 different simple scenarios? Did I?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone notice that? So I have talked about different simple scenarios, and this simple scenario are also known as some or one way use cases. What they are known as?
Use cases.
Yeah. And use cases may continue to change. Say for example, for deleting purpose. Okay. So for deleting purpose, there could be 3. I'm going to just lay down more than one use case. Okay. So delete is one of the functionality, and first use case is that customer can add anything into the cart and immediately can delete from the cart. That is number 1 use case, and that is today. And second use case, customer can view any historic item in the cart and can delete that historic item from the cart. Okay, again I'm talking about deleting from the cart. Are you able to see that? So again, from deleting the cart itself, there were 2 use cases, because there are scenario, there are scope of it there, when this is going to happen, in what scenario it may occur, reoccur, and all. Are you able to understand this, everyone?
Yes.
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 So, person Asif, even you are able to understand this, what I'm trying to tell?
No, sir, I'm not. Just I'm trying to getting in with the
Okay,
flow.
no, no, you have to say no when you are not understanding. Okay. So, okay. So have you ever visited any website, any e-commerce website? Asif, the question is to you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So have you ever purchased something?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So could you please tell us that what item, I mean, what kind of website you had visited? Have you ever visited Amazon?
Yes, sir. I visited on Amazon and I buy some stuff
Okay.
over there.
So when before buying, you add generally to cart. Any item is getting added to
Yes,
the
sir.
cart, right?
Of course. Yes.
So has it also ever happened that when you added something into the cart, later you realize that you don't need it and you remove it from the cart?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Has it also ever happened that you logged in after a long time into Amazon, and while you are going to see the order summary and you found that there are already some item is hanging there in the cart and you really didn't need it, so you remove them again?
Yes, sir.
You did it. So
Yes,
when
sir.
I'll be talking about removing some item from the cart, either you will add it now, and when you realize you don't need, you remove that. Agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And and when you log in second time and you are viewing the cart and you are realizing that something is already hanging inside the cart, you may once again go back and you can remove that from the cart. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
So in removing cart, how many ways I just now said are shared? Two ways. One, you do it immediately, add it and remove it. Second, you do it with the historic item as well, which were added
Okay.
in the past and you removed it now.
All
Agree?
right, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
how many use cases just now I shared with you?
Two.
Two, absolutely. That's you understood. So did you understand how many use cases? Was it easy for you to understand now?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay, cool. So these are the use cases. But remember, as a business analyst, you need to form it, you need to design it, or you need to create it on a piece of paper, or
All right, sir.
not in the real piece of paper. When I say piece of paper, it could be your Word document or any word processing document, everyone. Okay. So who can add it? The actor can add it. Actor can perform this. Actor could be the buyer. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
buyers could be one, and apart from the buyer, sometime Amazon has the ability to, if they are given some super user rights or something, or any website is designed in a way that it has two user. One is the end user, second is the reviewer. Okay, reviewer means, say for example, now let's another example, another website is for insurance. Okay, and insurance has three people. One is the policy holder, second one is underwriter, and third one is underwriter, and third one is agent himself. Okay, do you understand this, everyone?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
So if you are trying to put any data as a policy holder, future policy holder, you will put all the details, and you will submit it, and underwriter can see that, or first agent will see that. Whatever he will understand, he thinks that something needs to be corrected, he will correct that, and also it will be sent further for the approval purpose to underwriter. So underwriter see that some data which is really not needed or was not required, he can either edit that or submit that, or he can resend to the agent asking to refilled by a policy holder as well. So how many actors I have just now talked about?
Three.
Three. That's right. End user, underwriter, and policy holder. sorry, end user was the policyholder himself, second was the agent, and third was who?
Underwriter.
Third was yes, agent, underwriter, and policyholder. These were the three people. So, and description, you will describe about it, a trigger, when it is going to get triggered, precondition, normal flow, alternative, assumption, notes, and issue. All these items you will explain over here. All right. And what is going to happen when you will put everything everything about it, uh, you can detail it out as well. Means if anything related to that functionality, you will write it. Assumption, if you are assuming anything, you can write them down. So and any company will have its any company will have its own format that you can download, demand from the company, that you can download from the company itself, or ask from the company itself to use it, and you can see that you can use it. That's number two. Number three, just a second. All right. So I was talking about these use cases will have these pointers. And in case it is not, any pre-format is not there for your company, you can simply Google it out. And what you can do is that you can download it and start creating use cases. Is it clear to you? So, what all the items will go under any use case? These are the triggers. Prerna, can you just take it for a moment? I have someone on the door. I'll have to just take it up. Prerna, you there? Hello, Prerna, you there? Otherwise, guys, just wait and give.
Yeah, Gaurav, I'm there. Tell me.
So, yeah, so can you please take this up? I have just explained various things. So from here, can you just take it up?
Yeah, you have to go to the next slide, right? Use
No.
cases is done.
So ask any question if they have, and then we'll go to the next slide. I have to
Okay.
attend someone at the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, friend.
Yeah, guys, you have any doubts on this? Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, Prerna, Nikita here.
Yeah, Nikita, go ahead.
What can be a trigger point? I did not really understand. Like the flaws which comes into the system. What is the trigger?
Hello. Yeah. Sorry. Can you please repeat use cases?
Yeah, what is the trigger point? I did not understand. But is
Okay.
it like the
So
flaws in
generally,
the
trigger. No. Trigger, as the name suggests, trigger is generally any action that has to be done or that is caused. Okay. Now you may ask, what is a trigger? Like for example, you remember the examples we had the day before, like Amazon and shopping websites.
Yep.
So
Yep.
in that, if a customer selects something and puts it in the cart, okay.
Yes.
So they just ask, like for example, you're looking for maybe some wedding wear for your family wedding or something like that, and you just put it in the cart. That action, right,
Yes.
is a trigger. So trigger is something that is an event that
Okay. Okay.
is basically called, in technical terms, it's called as an event that causes a new use case to be created. As in, for example, if you select something and put it in the cart, so now the buy that item use case or actual buying use case will start. That new flow will start. So what
Okay.
happens in our, this is for everybody, in our normal workflow, that there are, like for example, if I tell you that you have to go to Walmart and shop, that's a broad use case. Understand? But do
Yes.
you see there are so many small triggers? Like, first of all, you have to get out of your home, you have to get in your car, start your car, drive your car. That is one trigger. Okay. Then you
Yes.
reach at Walmart, you park your car, the car trigger is done. Then you go, you get your shopping cart, and then you start searching for the items. And then each aisle also can be a trigger. So what
Okay.
actions or what events that cause another use case or additional workflow is a trigger? Is everybody clear on this?
Prerna?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go,
Yeah, Prerna?
What about Miss
yeah, go ahead.
description?
Yeah. So for the trigger, we can say like in the website, when you log in a page and there is some like seconds left, right? Can we tell that also as a trigger? Like after within the seconds, you have to log in this page like that. Can we set that as a trigger?
No. First of all, it's not you setting something as a trigger. Whenever you're working on it or using any application, if there is some particular action, like the earlier example I gave, like you're adding something in your shopping cart, or if it is something like, or on a Facebook website, if you are uploading some pictures, creating an album. So that is a trigger. That means any action that is different, that is additional, right?
Okay.
See,
Okay.
you log in on Facebook. Tell me, there are possibilities of how many activities. Let's start. One can be you just normally scroll, look at your homepage, look at your wall, and go. Okay.
Share,
Second, you
like,
can go and, like, there are like hundreds of possibilities.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
trying to jot down 5. Then there might be your friend's birthday, a family member's birthday. You go on their wall and write happy birthday, best wishes, whatnot. Okay. Third is you want to add your something pictures, or you want to update your profile picture. Fourth is you want to create an album of your recent trip. Fifth is you want to go live. So imagine, though the action of earlier basic action was logging onto Facebook, that was one use case. But because you tried, or because you want to have some specific actions in that, those all becomes trigger point. Get my
Okay.
point?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So it doesn't come with the actor thing, right? It is a different one.
No. See, actor is someone who is who is doing all this. Like, when you are a part of this entire use case, you are an actor. The actor can be a use case, a third person, anybody. So they are doing these activities.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I got it, Prerna. Thank you.
Prerna, can I add
Yeah,
something
thank
now?
you. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, please go.
Okay, so simple example is that. So say for example, you have to open a file in PowerPoint. Okay, so there are various possibility. One, first you need to open the file is that directly you double click on the file at its location and it will get open. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's number one trigger point. First trigger point is the double click on the file. Second trigger point, the precondition is that PowerPoint is already open. Say, for example, PowerPoint is just already open and none of the file is open. Second trigger point is that when just PowerPoint is open and you just go and select from the recent file, the PowerPoint will get opened. The file gets opened. So first was the double click on the file itself. The second trigger point was just clicking on the recent file. That is second trigger point. Third was the clicking on the Control O button and locate the file. That is the third trigger point. Fourth trigger point for opening the file is that you if any other file is already open, you can just click on the file, open and locate it from the browse folder, and you will find that it is after selecting the file you can open the file. Do you understand? For opening one file you have the 4 possible ways. Okay, one trigger point was just directly by clicking on the located file icon. Second trigger point was by clicking on the Control O button and then locating the file. Third trigger point was from recent opened list item. The fourth item was from fourth trigger point was when you click on file and then open button. Everything ended in the same response. Do you all agree with this?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this was called as what? This was called as trigger. Okay. So trigger is clear. Precondition was that, like at one place I said that existing some other file is already open. In that case, the trigger is that you clicked on the file and then open menu. So what is the condition before doing any activity? In what situation you are performing some activity? That has to be mentioned in the precondition. Okay.
Gaurav, so just to clarify, trigger is the different ways in which you can carry out a particular use case. Is that a correct assumption?
That is right. That is right. So various ways to perform one item. Okay.
Yeah, let me just add to this. So basically, what you just said, you can rephrase the sentence. That trigger is something that initiates a new use case or additional use case into the existing one. Even if you go on Google and you check for the definition, it is on a similar line. So use this word initiations. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes more sense. Thank
Yes,
you. Yeah, go ahead.
that's right. So very well said, Prerna. So that's right. It's a initializer for initiation. You can consider that. And third, if I'll tell you for the trigger, say for example, you insert your card and authenticate your card in the ATM machine, and before you withdraw, okay. So it shows you balance. You can view the balance once you withdraw the amount. Second, when you click on the view balance button, you can see the balance. And third, before withdrawing itself, it shows you the balance itself. So there are three triggers. Once you click on the view balance. Second, when you enter the amount to withdraw. And third, once you withdrew the amount. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay. So there are three ways to see only one function. So this is how these all things gets captured in the use case. The beauty is that today you don't need to write the entire long document for this, but you can just put it into any ticket management system, and there you can just add few comments and mention these things in detail in the comment itself, and you can attach any supportive document into that ticket. Ticket means like there are the various ticket management system. Have you heard a few name of ticket management system like Jira, Trello, Monday.com, Rally, and so all things? So have you ever heard the name of such tools?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So in
Yes.
case you
Yes.
don't have heard ever, if you are listening this for the first time, these are the ticket management tools. These are just an online software. You can consider them. So these are standalone softwares. So now let's move towards use case. I saw that some of you have done user story. So user story was covered last time, Prerna, or not? I'm not sure.
No.
No, sir.
Okay,
No.
so let me tell you user story. User story is something where you need to take care of few things. Before I'll be explaining user story shortly, but BRD is something. It's called as business requirement document. What I am going to do is that, in fact, I'm going to give you task related to business requirement document. So business requirement document comes with the various attributes. I want all of you to, how many people are there? There are 18 people. Okay, there are 18 people. So if I give you some task, will you be able to work in a team?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, who is
Yes.
iPhone? Just shout out to your name, or if you can rename yourself, that will be great.
Yeah, Gaurav with me. My laptop is having some issues today. That's why it's Ashi here.
Ashish, could you please rename so that I can call you Ashish? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is that there are how many people are total 60. Okay. So I'm going to form a team of 4. Team of how many?
4.
and you remember your partner's name. Okay. So everyone has to remember your partner name, and randomly I'm going to give you who is going to work with whom and how you are going to work. You have to decide. So Rock, Manish, and Aruna and Praveen will work together. Is it clear? Rock, Manish,
Yes.
Aruna, and Praveen. Is it clear? You are going to work together. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm randomly going to mark someone as a Scrum Master. Okay. Means person will just take care of the being a Scrum Master, how he can facilitate this project which I am going to give. Okay. So I want Praveen to be the Scrum Master for this. Okay.
Okay.
So fine. So now next will be Yong, Aishu, Ashwarya, and Tushar will be second team. Is it clear? Yong, Aishu, Ashwarya, and Tushar.
Yep.
So Ashwarya, I want you to be the Scrum Master for this team.
Okay, sir.
Okay. The
Yeah.
next will be Batul, Sangeeta, Krupali, and Desdemona. Is it clear? Batul, Krupali, Sangeeta, and Desdemona.
Yes.
Okay. You will become Krupali, you will become the Scrum Master for it. Okay.
Okay.
So last team with 3 people only. I think one has dropped. I don't know. So for 3 people, Ruchi, Ashi, and Asi. Okay. So
No, I'm not grouped with anybody, so
okay.
I
So
can
good.
join
Thank
that.
you, Nikita, for pointing this out. So Ruchi, Ashi, Asif, and Nikita will be one group.
And
Okay.
I also didn't get Gaurav.
Oh, really? So, okay. So, Rock, Manish, Aruna, and Praveen, one team. Yong, Anshu, Ashwarya, and Tushar, one team.
Oh,
Anshu, you are covered?
okay. Can you say, because I thought you said Aishu, that's why.
No, no.
So
Anshu,
I have-
Ashwarya, and Tushar will be another team. Yong,
Okay.
Anshu, Ashwarya, Tushar. Clear now? Any question, Anshu?
no, I'm good. Yeah.
And Ashwarya will be the Scrum Master.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So one Scrum Master is Praveen, another Scrum Master is Ashwarya, third Scrum Master is Krupali, and fourth Scrum Master is Ashi. So everyone is clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you take a note of your team member also, that I don't want anyone to be left out. So what is the task to you? The task is simple.
Sorry, Gaurav, it's with me. It's Ruchi, Nikita, and who's the other person? I didn't catch their name.
Asim.
Asim and Nikita.
As
Asim and Ash.
yeah, as Desdemona, Ruchi. No, not Desdemona. I'm sorry. Ruchi,
Nikita.
Asif,
Asim and Nikita.
and Nikita.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Sir, I am added with someone.
Yes, Asif. Asif is with Ashi. Okay. Got it, Asif?
No, sir.
Okay. What you see
You're
the
with
name.
me, Asif. It's Shivashruta Kamambati. You see, that's me.
Shivashrita, I'm calling her Ashi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So any question around this on the team?
No.
No. So if all of you are clear, so what is the task? Task is simple, that you have to download a simple business requirement document from the Google. Okay. It will have the various elements. Okay. So based on that format, any common format, what you need to do is that you need to create a document which will be dedicated for Guru School's website. So what is the task? So I am the customer, me and Prerna both are customer, and we are reaching out to you. And Scrum Master makes sure that everyone is working. You are going to divide that who will be developer, who is going to be a tester, who is going to be business analyst, and who is going to be product owner. Okay. And you can shuffle business analyst for one specific requirement in the bigger requirement. What is the requirement now? The requirement is simple, that Guru Schools wants to create a website, and in one of the page, it wants to lay down the student's placement process. Okay, so what is student placement process? The simple placement process is that either you see Guru School's advertisement, organic or paid. Okay, you reach out to Guru School's HR or email address, and what they do, they invite you, Guru School invites you for the candidate career counseling session. You get all the information, and then you give the refundable deposit to Guru Schools. Once you are done, you are placed into a dedicated group of the track, and you undergo a training, and also you undergo a vendor interview preparation. Okay, once you pass the vendor interview preparation, you also undergo client interview preparation. Once client interview preparation is done, you undergo a mock interview session. And once mock interview session is done, mock interview session you can put at any point of time. What happens exactly? You are picked up for the real, a client interview. Once client interview is done, then you are placed for the project. It's as simple as it was said. Okay, this is the simple process. So every single process you have to document. Is it clear? For Guru School student placement page.
Sir, there is a goal, right? So the goal will be like get placed in through the Guru School. That is the goal, something like that.
Yeah, that you can decide and come up with.
Okay.
That, yeah, the ultimate goal is that a student is placed. Okay, clear? So what you have to do, can one Scrum Master tell me? Praveen, can you just repeat what I said?
Yes, so here we need to first download PRD, the requirement document, like a template. And
okay, just hold on. So first you have to download the template of BRD document. Second, Ashi, can you just continue from here, that what else we have to do?
Yeah, sure. So once we've downloaded the BRD document, the main goal is to create this thing for Guru School's website. And this website will contain the following details. The first one is the student placement process. The second one is an HR from the email. Then an invite from Guru Schools for a career counseling session, followed by the payment. Then placement
Just
into
wait,
the
Ashi, just wait.
Yeah.
So payment is done. Krupali, can you just continue from here?
So after the payment process is done, the student goes through all the courses and mock interviews and a real interview in the real actual client scenario. We follow that process.
Yeah,
I
Krupali, thank
believe.
you. Thank you. Ashwarya, after that?
So after they go to the career counseling and all the refundable session, the candidate should attend the training, and there will be a vendor interview preparation, and there will be a client interview preparation, then mock interview, then finally the candidate is getting placed.
Wonderful. So yes, we all are clear on the requirement. This is how we are going to create the BRD document. And for all those 4 tips, the task is the same. So you have to come up with that. You take in hand, what should be the sprint? Sprint is the time duration. What should be the sprint for it? How long you want for this project to be completed? This is small. Project is only
1
the
week.
requirement.
A week.
2
A
weeks.
week.
1 month.
Sprint.
No, not 1 month will be too much, Ashi.
2 weeks.
A week, yeah.
A
Sunday
week
maybe.
will be enough. A week means 5 working days. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We all agree with this? 5 days?
Sir,
Yes.
excuse me, sir. How we will connect with each other, sir.
So you decide how you are going to. I'm just a person who gave you the task. I'm customer. Now vendor has to decide. Scrum master are going to get facilitate that.
All right, sir.
Is it
Sir,
clear,
is it
everyone?
possible if you can open the rooms so that we all can work like our
You
groups?
don't have to do it now. Okay. So it is your 5 days long, assignment.
Homework.
Homework, you can say. You connect with your peers, your means your colleagues offline. You can just message them. You can form a group if you want. You can just in every group you can invite me and Prerna. It should be a temporary group, and that will be enough. Okay, if you want to name yourself a group, so name can be, you can decide. So what do you want the name to be, Ashwarya? Because this will be like too much for me to ask.
BRD group.
Yeah, so but there are 4 groups. So what should be the name, Krupali? Or Prerna, if you can suggest something, the name of the
The
group.
group 1, group 2 should be fine, right?
Group 1. So I will name it that, okay, Manish, you are BRD 1. Okay.
Okay.
Manish and Praveen in the same group. No, so Praveen
Yes.
is BRD 1. That is second BRD 2, Ashwarya. Clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Krupali BRD 3 and Ashi BRD 4. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So you are given the group name as well. So if group name is given, let me quickly go back what is coming on your way. So while it is happening, BRD, you are clear. There is something which we call it as a functional requirement specification, functional requirement document, or functional specification document. I want, because I heard Krupali speaking. Krupali, can you read this for me, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
Functional requirement specification, functional specification document. In a BRD, the requirements are high level, but in an FRS FSD, they are written in many more details to capture each and every aspect of a requirement. Thus, a functional specification document becomes a more technical, accurate, and descriptive requirement document. Owing to their technical nature, FRS, FSD are equally used by developers, testers, and the business stakeholders of a project.
Yeah, thank you. So understand this, FRS and FSD are more technical and quite minute, okay? However, the BRD documents are high level where you will have the clear-cut understanding about the actual requirement. It's actual business requirement, okay? It's not about in detail about the functional. Functional will follow very minute details requirement that developer can capture, that tester can capture, architect can capture. So you can just simply go through or download any FRS or FSD from net, and you will find it that how a FRS FSD looks like. Why I'm not going into the details? Because now the days have gone where FRS and FSD were taken more into consideration. There's still few company create that and share that with you. These are the existing. In case if you are working in the agile world, remember you are just documenting every single thing in more in detail, and you are translating and transferring into ticket. That is that always start with the high level goal, then getting into user story, and user stories are dedicated to every users like developer, tester, and architect. They are clear with their activities. So user story to activities, and activities will be dedicated to some features, sub features, and thereby a final action item. Okay. So apart from FRS FSD, let's come towards RTM. RTM is the thing which is prepared by tester generally, but yeah, business analyst By the way, these are just name. You can take down, you can note the name. So BRD is what? Business requirement document. What is BRD, everyone?
Business requirement
Requirement document.
Yeah. FRD or FRS is what? Functional requirement specification. FRS is what? Functional?
Functional requirement.
Specification.
It's more technical. Okay. BRD high level. FRS is more technical. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
And these are what? These are just document. These are what?
Just the documents.
Just document. Is it even clear to you, Tushar and Ashif and everyone who joined recently?
Yes.
Sir, the specification would be the documents, or it would be a description?
See, functional requirement specification is a document, and in the document you will describe everything, right?
All right, sir.
Clear, Asif?
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
yeah. So, okay. So, and I was talking about RTM. So, Asif, keep on interrupting if you are not getting even any alphabet. I want you, every one of you, to go back from here with a very clear understanding. Okay. Any
Alright,
doubt,
sir.
don't hesitate to ask. If you will not ask, how you will get clear? Because ultimately you need to get clear. So coming back to RTM, RTM is a requirement traceability, a document where you will trace a requirement. What you will do?
Trace a requirement.
Trace a requirement. So if you want to trace a requirement, then of course, every requirement will be given one unique identification. What it will be given to?
Unique identification.
Exactly. One number. Like we gave the 4 group a unique identification. BRD1, BRD2, BRD3, BRD4. Likewise, requirement will be given requirement identification. Every tiny miny requirement will have the description. What they will have?
They have a description.
Okay. Thank you. And every descriptive requirement will have detailed functional requirement. Okay, so requirement can be high level requirement. Say for example, if you are writing admission process. Okay, so admission process for BA admission process is the requirement description. Okay, functional requirement could be admission process in AGILE Scrum track. Okay, status to be started, or either it is already rolled in, it is already functioning, or it has been yet to be developed, or it has been tested, or it is under testing. Means there will be various, either it is in development or it is already developed, or even if it is developed, it has been rolled out to the customer, it is delivered, or it will be in testing. Is it clear to you? I'm talking about the function. Okay.
Yes.
Now, architectural design. Say, for example, in some of the requirement, the moment you keep see there is admission button, you click on the admission button, or enrollment, and let me. So you might have gone through visual thinking. So what is visual thinking? When I'm speaking, I'm designing something. This is called as visual thinking. So I was talking about enrollment. Okay, enrollment, and there is another thing which is called as a track. Okay, now if customer is entering a detail, so what customer can do is that either it can create a text box where you can just fill in the data. That is number one. Okay, or what may happen is that there will be a drop down. Do you agree with this? And from that drop down, you can select the track name. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So when you will click over here, there will be drop down and all the track names, and you just select a one. So just let me reshare the screen. And so for every selection, there will be a design document. If it is a AGILE Scrum training, who will be the trainer and all. And because it could be, I was sharing you technical what I was sharing, just a second, architectural design document. Now, these data are being populated from database. Okay, it must be stored somewhere. You agree or not? Some data,
Yes, sir.
which or even student details. Here will be the students. Okay. So students are enrolled and they are getting stored somewhere in Guru School system. And I'm just calling out these names. Sometime it could be a simple drop down. Sometime what may happen, you start typing a name and you will see that name will get listed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So there are various ways. So when it is coming through database, it is one architectural design. If it is coming from the list, it could be a simple API calling. So these are also, API is also coming from an interface. So these are something which has to be dealt by architect. Technical specification is it is specified in a technical document. You will name the document over there. Software module, if you have named a software module, so module could be many things like admission process, enrollment process, or say saving a customer or adding a customer, or say adding a student or adding a patient. It could be anything. Okay, so that could be the name of the module. And against that, in what test case, if tester is writing, what test case number he is giving to, and whether he has tested in any particular environment, whether it is customer environment or local environment, or where he has. For environment, I have already spoken about it. I'm not getting into the detail of it. So, and why you need to know, because ultimately you as a future business analyst are going to review this. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Why you need to know about it? You don't have to create it. You have to review it. That's the reason. And as easily as you understood about the functional requirement document, as just a detailed level of requirement document, likewise, there is technical or system requirement specification. This is also, let's invite someone to read it. Who can read this? Anyone? Asif, could you read it?
A detailed document containing information about how the complete system has to function and enumerates hardware, software, functional, and behavioral requirements of the system. The document elaborates on the requirements from the perspective of observational behavior only and doesn't consider technical or design bias.
Yeah, so it is more of the technical. It's always talk about system, what kind of system customer is looking for, where they want this requirement to be run. So these are mostly system requirement. As I say that in Agile world, you don't have to be more worried about the document, but it's good to know about it. So like FRS, the SR is also there. It's always about the system. However, FRS for function. FRS for what?
FRS for function.
Functionality. Function. SRS for what? System. Yeah. Is it clear? A simple difference. One is talking about system requirement, another is talking about functional requirement. So it's as simple as that. Now, these are different documents you might require to prepare, and that's the reason I'm just explaining you. Okay. So if you have understood this, everyone understood three requirement document I have talked about: business requirement, functional requirement, and system requirement.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So what else? What else you need to know? You need to also know about the test case document, because ultimately you will have to review this. So RTM and test cases are two documents that we can review, and if needed, you can use it for your reference. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So test case will have what all? So it will have the test case ID. Okay. Identification is given to every single test case. what is going to be written. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Clear? And
Yes, sir.
you will name that test case. So it will be covered under the scenario name. So test whether back button is working on back button is functional on homepage, or back button is functional on customer detail page. Okay, or back button is functional once a new customer is saved. Prerequisite is that you are already on the add customer page. Okay, test data. So say for example, if you are adding a customer and you want to test, so you can just take a name of the customer, these details you have entered. First name will be Prince, second name is Kumar, just for example. Test step, so you will detail out the step. Okay, how you have reached on this, how you are going to save a new customer. Okay, so enter the details, enter all the requirement, mandatory field, which are alphanumeric or as per the system requirement, and then you are click. Second step will be click on the save button. Third step will be there is no error on the page, and fourth step is that there is no error on the page and the page gets saved, and the fifth step is that you get the confirmation one record saved. Is it clear how this steps can be laid out? This
Yes, sir.
expected result will be what? One customer
Yeah,
saved.
Gaurav, sorry to interrupt. Do you want to take this? You can take a water break if you wish to.
I want you to take from the next slide. You can take it if you want.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
And then if there is any discrepancy, if you are not finding what is expected result, one record saved message has not come, then you can move to the actual result. Then you put the status, whether it is pass or fail, remarks if you want to add anything. Test environment could be the customer environment, local environment, or any specific environment. Is it clear to you? Any question around it? Around test case?
No.
Any question around it?
No, sir.
Just Gaurav, I
Yeah.
had one question. So
Yeah,
like in the
Sorry.
agile world, as you mentioned, like the BRD as far as the documentation is not there, so everything is captured in a tool. So similarly is for the test cases as well.
Yes,
Like in,
yes. But still, I mean, you be aware of these all. Even if someone would ask you, "Hey, I don't want you to capture in the tools." Still, you just capture in the document. You have the ready reference of the format. You just go and fill that.
Okay.
Can you do that? If will be asked, if format is ready with you, Praveen.
all right, okay.
Yeah. So likewise,
Sir,
generally,
one more question, please, sir.
no one asks. Generally, no one asks, but you just be aware. Yeah, that you can do that. Yeah, go ahead. One more question.
Sir, actually, we are learning this theoretically, and where we will implement these things.
Okay, so for that, I have given you the first document, that is the BRD document. Okay.
Sir, everything would be on, sir, in like we have to write on the paper pencil or something like on the typing on the
No,
computer.
not paper pencil. You will be using Microsoft Word, because any document will be created in the word processing document. Is it clear?
Okay. So sir, Scrum is all about these things. We have to do every work on the.
Okay, so this
MS
track
Word.
is Agile Scrum BA. This is the two tracks, BA and Agile Scrum, we have combined together. You are right now learning few elements of business analysis. It is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So more question around it? Asif?
Sir, I didn't clear, sir.
What you did not understand?
Sir, I didn't understand where I have to use any software, or I have to do this application software, like I have to work in the MS Word, something like that.
Yeah, so word processing document is, it could be MS Word, it could be Google Docs, it could be anywhere you can type in. Okay. So that is number one. When I'm talking about creating a document, that's number one. Number two, I also talked about I also talked about keeping this requirement into some tools. Did I talk about it? In tools like Jira, Rally, and all. Did I give this example? Do you remember that?
Yes, sir. And we don't know about those tools, sir.
Yeah. So just have patience, and you will get to know about these tools.
All
Okay.
right, sir. All right, sir.
So good. So just a second. Because these tools I will demonstrate you in coming days in case you have not gone through about these tools. Few of you have already gone through about it. Excuse me. So now coming back where I'm going to share the screen once again. So what happens, we are talking about what right now? We are talking about requirement. Do you agree with this?
Yes.
And
Yes.
every requirement, initially, how requirement flows to you. Say, for example, one bank comes to you and say, for example, you are company XYZ. And bank tells you, hey, I want to create one banking software, one mobile banking software, or one, online banking software. Okay, that is number one requirement. Do you all agree with this? And very high level. That's the vision of customer. Do you agree with this, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you agree with this, what is going to happen is, further you will say, okay, what exactly your requirement is in mobile banking or online banking. So then customer comes with more details and he says that, hey, I want to add customer. I want customer to open saving account. I want customer to give the facility of, open, current account. I want customer to get loan through us. We want to finance him, and that's the reason we can finance them for personal requirement. We can finance them for business requirement. We can finance them for home requirement. We can finance them for vacation requirement or something like that. Various kind of loan he explains. Then he says that we want to issue credit card from us. We can give them credit card. We want them to open a saving account and they can come anytime and they can check the um, balance also. And I want to give the facility of do a fund transfer locally inside the bank or any outside the bank, outside the bank in the different branch, outside the bank in the different bank, and outside the bank in the different country and different location. You saw one banking requirement comes with the various requirements. Do you all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Are you getting everyone? Now, what is going to happen? These requirements will be further broken down. Let's understand now. The customer has come and he says that in this block or in this belt or in this sprint or in this next 10 days, I want to develop two things. One, customer is added and customer can open the saving account and customer can view the balance. So there are three requirements. What we will do, we will open all these three requirements. We will create all these three requirements in any of the tool. Say, for example, is most priority and technical thing is that customer wants to view the balance because he has customer is added, customer has been assigned a saving account, and now he wants to view the balance. Customer himself can view that, or he can go to bank and he can ask the teller and cashier. Okay, and if he has ATM machine, he can use ATM machine to see that. Do you all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now let's understand a very smaller point. Say, for example, now when we are breaking down into the tiny requirement, it is called as user story. What it is called as?
User story.
User story.
User
And
story.
there is a way to write a user story. Okay, what is the way? The way is simple. You have to take care of this thing. Okay. This statement. As an actor, I should be able to do action so that it gets influenced. So that what should be the end result? Do you all understand? What is the
Yes, sir.
statement? How do you write it? As a
Yes, sir.
user, I should be acting so that output. Okay. So say for example, viewing balance as an actor, first will be branch manager. As a branch manager, I should be able to view customer details. Okay. I should be able to view how much cash customer has. I should be able to view whether customer has a locker or not. Can be done?
Yes.
Okay. Now, second user story, cashier. As a cashier, I can view the customer detail or customer's balance, customer details. And as a cashier, I can view how much cash he has. And as a cashier, I can view whether customer has locker or not. Okay. So 3 actors, 1 action and 3 outcome. Now, these 3 actors will go to action number 2 and 3 outcome. Now, third actor will go to action number 2 and 3 outcome. Likewise, third actor will have first action, 3 outcome, second action, 3 outcome, and third outcome and 3 action. You saw that every actor with 3 different action will have 3 different outcome. Did you see that? In the tabular
Yes.
form, when we are seeing, there are almost minimum 9 permutation and combination. Minimum, I'm talking about. With me so far?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is how you write a requirement in the form of user story. When a bigger requirement was broken down in the smaller requirement, it is called as user story. And in any online tool which captures the requirement, like Jira or Azure DevOps are name of the tools, online tools that captures the customer requirement. Okay, so there you can write down user story like this. Any question around it? Now it is high
No.
time that because for your ease purpose, I should go back and show you some of, wait a second, some of requirement, how you can create it. So for that, just give me a few seconds. Let me see if I can bring that to you or not. Meanwhile, if you have any question, you can ask me. Any question?
No.
Okay. No problem. Just give me a second. I'm just bringing something so that I don't want any doubt in your mind. And that's the reason I'm going to open Jira for you so that you can have fair idea. And while I'll be explaining you about this Jira, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to pause the recording. Okay. So whoever is here, they will get the idea about it. All right. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Just a second. All right, I'm going to pause the recording, my friends. So wait a second.
Right, sir.
Continue to pay attention. We have resumed. So we have covered everything with the end Yeah, recording you will get in the WhatsApp group. Next time we will be doing three domain. We will be learning three domain in the next session, and that is on Sunday. And on Wednesday will be the last day for batch 11, but still they can continue in the batch 12. That will be the opening of batch 12, where we will be doing some workshop, and it will go for more 3 days, where some intro will be there, some workshop will be there. So you remain be the part of that. And if you are not attending RRP session, start attending, even if you are joined here for day one. Okay, because our ultimate goal is that you should get placed and work parallelly so that you can get placed with RRP session as well. So any question around it, everyone? If not, then let's come back to conclusion. 1, 2, 3, any question? Say no if not.
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
thank you. Thank you. So last I was talking to Asif. Asif, what do you feel like saying? What you are feeling right now? I know it was day one for you, but still, we went at a very detailed level, and again, we started it as a starter for you so that you can find few things easy. So what do you have to say? What you are feeling right now on day one?
Sir, to be honest, I am thinking that I got 33%.
Okay, good.
So,
As a day one,
so I will repeat this session and I will try to learn again and again and by
exactly.
replay these videos. Then
Awesome, awesome.
hopefully I will get more.
I'm happy that this is a day one and this is batch 10. You joined batch 11 and you joined almost the end of the batch 11, and where we will be getting you in the batch 12. That will be start in next days. So I'm
All
glad
right,
that
sir.
still on this day you have got 33%. That's great. So Asif, please call out someone's name on the screen you see.
Sorry?
Call out someone's name on the screen that you see.
Test case.
Wait a second. On your screen, can you see someone?
Yes, sir. It's a picture only.
Picture of what? People.
Sir, teacher.
Picture of what you can see?
A picture of a person who is, I think, delivering
Yeah,
a
so call
lecture.
out one name on this.
Sir, name is not mentioned over there, sir.
Okay.
Gaurav.
Wait a second, wait a second.
Sir.
Now let me
Can
pull
you check
in.
the participants? Can you click on participants and then you can call the name any person?
All right.
Maybe the view.
Gaurav,
view.
sir.
Okay. So click on the view, and in the view, just click on the gallery. In the Zoom, there is a view, and in the view, you will see the gallery view. Can you click on that?
So I'm not getting it. This from sir.
It's on the right side of your screen, Asif. Right side, upper right side. There is a small thing written view.
No, sir. Nothing is, no, miss. Sorry, nothing is written over here.
Nothing is written. Okay, wait a second. Let me.
Actually, sir, I am online from my mobile phone, not from the
Okay,
laptop.
okay, no worries, no worries. Wait a second. Let me try to do something for you. Just wait a second, guys. Can you see anything on the screen?
Yes, sir. It's the same slide. Test case.
Test case is showing for you?
Yes, sir.
All right. I
At
don't
the
know.
bottom of the screen, Asif, see if you can see participants.
And when I click on the participants and all the
Yeah,
there is
so
a
can you
point.
see all the
Yes, so
participants?
all the names come up. You have to name one of the class members so we can give a review of the class.
Or whatever you feel like saying. Yeah. So let me call out name directly. So Asif, because we have lesser
At the
time, I
top
know.
of the list, my name, then Sir Gaurav,
Yeah, so
then
you just
Arun
pick
Achari.
any one name. You pick any one name and call out that name.
Any one name.
Yeah.
Anshu.
Anshu, thank you. So Anshu, what do you feel like saying quickly?
It was
What?
great. Great session. Interesting.
Okay. Did you find it easy to understand?
Not easy. Yeah.
Okay. So do you
Yeah,
have
lot
any
of
question?
information. Yes.
Do you have any question?
No, I'm good. Yeah. I
You're
think I
good?
missed last 2 sessions. That's why I think it looks like.
Okay. Okay. So please capture that. So
Yes,
if you
yes.
have missed anything. So Anshu, please call out someone's name on the screen, you see.
Aruna.
Aruna. Yes, Aruna, what do you feel like saying?
Quite an intense session.
Intense. Okay. Please call out someone's name on the screen. Anyone's name that you see on the screen, please.
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya. Yes, Aishwarya. What is one word you want to say for today's session?
It's very deep and it's going to be challenging.
Okay, deep is the word for you. Okay. So please call out someone's name on the screen, you see.
Nikita.
Nikita.
Yeah.
Yes. Nikita, what do you
So
feel like
today's
saying?
session was heavy for me, to be frank.
Okay.
And yeah.
So don't worry, you are anyway going to repeat this, okay? And you
Yes,
will find
yes.
it more lighter. All
Yes,
right.
of course.
So, yeah, Nikita, please call out someone's name on the screen.
Priyanka.
Priyanka. Yeah, Priyanka, what do you feel like saying? I
Yeah,
think
thank you,
joined.
Nikita. I found it interesting. I found the topics really interesting, and I would like to study more about them after the class. So it was an
Okay.
interesting session
It
for
was
me.
interesting for you. That's great. And Priyanka, please call out someone's name on the screen.
Yeah, Praveen.
Praveen. Yes, Praveen, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah, I would say like I'm feeling more confident now
Okay,
after going through this. Yeah.
I'm glad you felt confident. Thank you so much. Praveen, call out someone's name on the screen, you see.
Yong.
Yong, what do you feel like saying?
I feel like some of the steps that BA have to do, and I interested in the BRD homework.
Interesting
Yeah.
BRD homework. Yeah. Thank you, Yong. Please call out someone's name on the screen.
Batul.
Batul. Yeah, Batul, what do you feel like saying?
Thank you, York. Very intense session. Definitely going to repeat everything that we have learned today.
Okay, intense. Please call out someone's name on the screen.
Tushar.
Tushar, what do you feel like saying, Tushar?
Well, for my first session, I'm very excited to learn all this more in detail, and it was very interesting.
Okay, first session and interesting. Tushar, call out someone's name on the screen.
The Praveen Krupali?
Yeah. Praveen or Krupali, to whom should I? Okay, Krupali. Krupali, what do you feel like saying?
I think it was a good overview of all the document templates covered, and it will be nice going back and reviewing these. So it was interesting.
Interesting. Please call out someone's name on the screen.
I'll pass to Praveen.
Praveen, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah, already done.
Already done. Please call out someone's name, Praveen. No.
Tushar.
Tushar is done.
Ruchi.
Yes, Ruchi, what do you feel like saying?
Really interested and interesting, I believe.
Interested and interesting. Thank you, Ruchi. Please call out someone's name. Ruchi, if you're on mute, you can call out someone's name.
Batul.
Batul is done.
Okay. And Jeong Tran.
Yong is also done.
Done. Desmedona, no?
Oh,
Desdemona.
Yeah. Desdemona.
It's Desdemona.
Yeah.
Desdemona.
What do you
Yeah.
feel like saying?
Yeah, since it is the second session for me, So little overwhelming and at
Okay.
the same time interesting.
Okay, overwhelming and interesting. Thank you so much. Please call out someone's name. Just a moment.
Sangeeta.
Sangeeta, yes, Sangeeta, what do you feel like saying?
Very challenging, and I'm hoping to do the project.
Okay, hoping to do the project. Thank you, Sangeeta. It will be really easy for you, trust me. And guys, if you have not done anchoring, you might have found it really difficult. Few people might have not done anchoring because it's your day one, and you may find it childish. But trust me, it has a deep science behind it. That's the reason always follow in the code of honor when I ask you to anchor. Okay, declaration with the anchor. That's very important and you find it easy. So anyways, so Sangeeta, please call out someone's name on the screen quickly, you see.
Tushar.
Tushar is done.
I think then it's Prerna. I think most of them is done.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to call out someone's name if anyone is remaining. Rob, what do you feel like saying? One word for you, from you. Rock, you need to unmute. Yeah.
I need more sessions to understand.
More session, yeah. Please continue to join before time for more session. Definitely you will
Yeah.
get it. And Manish, what do you feel like saying?
It's interesting, and I'm so excited to do assignment.
Okay, assignment is exciting for you. Aruna, what do you feel like saying?
Gaurav, I've gone already.
Okay, Anshu, what do you feel like saying?
I did, Gaurav.
Okay, Ashwarya, what do you feel like saying?
I'm done.
Okay, Ashi, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah, it was a very fun session today, Gaurav, and excited about the project.
Fun and exciting. Okay, over to you, Prerna, for your closing remarks.
Yes, Gaurav, definitely an intense and super interesting session. A lot of topics covered, Jira, use cases, and very nice understanding. And I really like the participation from each one of you. We got 3 newcomers, but their energy and their interaction was I'm matching as per the our earlier session candidates. So kudos to all of you for your interaction and involvement. Overall, a great session, very interesting, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Yeah, I'm happy with the new participant because, you tried matching up and and it is quite expected that you don't understand few things because then what will be the use of you repeating when it will come back to you? Anyway, you are part of the new track, and that's the reason we appreciate you trying matching up with this existing batch and existing participant. But trust me, the next session you are going to enjoy fully because it is going to be completely fresh for you because it is all about domain. So be in the engagement with your team, and we'll talk to you soon on next Sunday, 9:30 p.m. EST. Stay in touch, attend RRP session, complete your assignment. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Take
Bye.
care.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night. Bye.